Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mr. Vice Casey here, and I'm back with a video. It's been a long while, but I'm here to address some controversy on the whole Destiny community with the contest raid drama, and just to share my thoughts and play devil's advocate on this topic. So let's get into it, right? First off, you gotta ask the question: why are the 1% upset? So Bungie made a change where they're opening up contest mode. They open up normal version of the raid the moment the first team finishes the contest race, and the 1%, which is very top players, are all throwing a fit. So let's ask questions. Why are the 1% upset? We're going to analyze their arguments, their claims, and we're going to talk about our counter arguments and why a lot of the arguments don't make any sense. So first off, they say out of the entire year, 365 days, they get 2 days for themselves of the entire year. Okay? And they're saying for the majority of the year, the game is very easy, the game is very casual, which is true. And for these 2 days, for this event, for this raid, it's for them, which is fair. Nobody's taking that away from them. So the second argument they make is it ruins the integrity of contest raids. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna state their point and then I'm gonna address I'm addressing directly. So let's go back to the first part. 2 days for themselves of the entire year. So their claim is that contest for me, my counter argument to this is contest mode doesn't end with its completion. Normal mode just opens up additionally. So contest is still active, thus it's not affecting the enjoyment or participation in the session. So my thing is, why are you upset? It's if contest mode is being taken away, I can understand that you're being upset that your enjoyment has been cut short, but in this instance, it's not being cut short. So the second argument they're making is it ruins the integrity of the contest rates. And to elaborate on this point, they say that it ruins the integrity because a team could now go into normal mode, practice in a less stressful environment, practice the mechanics of the raid, and then hop back into contest and get a contest mode completion. So my counter to that is, again, what's the issue? Let's just play hypothetical here. If the raid takes 12 hours to complete, what serious raider is going to wait 12 hours, hop out of wherever they're at in the contest run, load up normal, complete it on normal, load up normal, practice and complete the raid on normal, then hop back into contest and still place within top 25? And 25 is being generous, in my opinion. Because to me, with the amount of time wasted doing that, a team will be lucky to place. Because usually after an encounter is done, after a team has figured out an encounter, guides are already going. So to hop back out, to go into normal, to practice, to then hop back in, is wasting time, in my opinion. Secondly, and I'll be very blunt with the 1% here, the vast majority of the community does not care who places second, let alone 25th. There's a saying, if you're not first, you're last. Nobody cares. It's all it is, it's a personal achievement. So the third point they're making is that everyone should be forced to play on contest and quote unquote get good. This is a very elitist news. So, and one that I don't even understand how they seem to make this point. But yeah, the point that everyone should be forced to play on the contest until the time limit expires. I'm a I'm gonna be blunt with the 1%. Raids and dungeons are the least played content in the game. For as much time and resources that go into them, they are by far the least played activity. There's a reason no other looter shooter has attempted raids, with the exception being the Division, and that's because they know the rate of investment, the return of investment, sorry, is probably very low and not worth it. Bungie still gives us these spectacles. You dig? Like, Bungie still gives us these spectacles. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like, Bungie still gives us these spectacles, knowing fully well that it's probably a waste of time. And we as a community should be trying to get more people to experience that. Please explain to me, okay? Break it down. Please explain to me how people who struggle with regular nightfalls. I've played this game how long, and I see people struggle with regular nightfalls. How are they supposed? And these people who struggle with regular nightfalls are already intimidated by raids. How are they supposed to tackle contest version of the raid? There's a reason Root of Nightmares was the most played raid. Yes, it was a dog shit raid. It's dog shit easy, but it got people to experience a raid environment who probably never got a completion before, let alone a contest completion. And I'm not advocating to make all raids like Root of Nightmares, but we should not be putting down normal movie as soon as contest has a winner as a bad thing, but instead trying to get more people, firstly, to try the raid and then convert them to being consistent raiders, and then you incentivize them to opt to try a contest raid. Like, I want the 1% to think about this. What do you think is going to happen when you put a bunch of casual LFGs together who already struggle with basic rifles to ram their heads against the wall in a contest environment for hours? They are not going to get good. They are going to hate that experience, and they are going to quit and probably not want to go through the trouble of doing a raid ever again. Okay? And lastly, I just want to say that we gotta stop treating raids and dungeons differently. This change was done for the last dungeon and was met with praise. So put yourself in Bungie's shoes for a moment and understand their confusion with something that they tried in the last dungeon, was met with praise, and they're doing it again for a raid, and it's met with all this backlash. They have got to be feeling confused. People had all this time to leave feedback on Bungie doing this for the last dungeon and say, hey, Bungie, this is cool and all, but keep this as a dungeon thing. Don't make this in. Don't bring this approach to me. No, they didn't. So Bungie's going into this thinking, well, people love this, so I'ma just keep doing this. And now it's met with a bunch of backlash. That shit is fucking confusing. And that's all I want to say on this stuff. Y'all have a good one. Like, guys, this is really should be a big issue, because at the end of the day, contest mode is still up and running for 8 hours. It is taken away from your enjoyment of contest mode. You can still do all the challenges you want to do in contest mode. Still play to your heart's content. You can still do all your low man challenges. Nothing is taken away. All it's doing is opening up normal mode so more people could get to enjoy the content. And that is what we as a community need to do, is try and get more people engaged in the end game. And do not do that by forcing them to play people who are not accustomed even doing raids and dungeons to begin with. Forcing them to do the hardest difficulty and expect them to magically get fucking good. Like, be so for real. Thank you all for listening, and that's all I got to say.